What's going on, guys? It's Simp here, and today I'm going to be giving you the first recap of the season. Without further ado, let's get into the first week of matches. Alright, so the first map of the year against Toronto ended up being Protocol Hardpoint. We ended up winning this map 250 to 141. Honestly, overall, I feel like we had pretty good pressure, pretty good rotations. Everyone was kind of on top of their stuff, and I mean, for our first map of the season, it was really all you could ask for. This is still early Hardpoint, you know, it's still early in the year, so I'm sure that a lot of things are going to change, a lot of metas are going to develop, but overall, I think we played a pretty great map. Alright guys, the second map of the series ended up being Red Guard S&D. We ended up losing this map 3-6, and to be honest with you, I think I'm going to take most of that blame. I really couldn't even shoot my gun that map. I couldn't get much going. And, yeah, I mean, I think I had like 300 damage, so for the most part, I really just didn't even see a soul. You know, on top of me not being able to do anything, they were also making pretty decent plays on the map. You know, I feel like they were adjusting well, and, yeah, we just ended up losing 3-6. You know, even though we lost, I think it's so early in the season that we can still take a lot, and we can still learn a lot, even from these, map losses in series. So the third map in this series ended up being Vault Control. We ended up losing this map 1-3. In my opinion, we lost a defense, and right now, especially with how Control usually is played, losing a defense just makes it a tall task for you to win the map, and I feel like, you know, it's still early in Control. I feel like we're still figuring it out a little bit, but, you know, we weren't able to take an offense, so it was just, we ended up losing 1-3. So the fourth and unfortunately final map of the series ended up being Skyline Hardpoint. We ended up losing this map 178 to 250, and I think we started out pretty slow. I think we started down like 20 to like 120. I think we were down literally like 80 to 100 points, and, you know, it's, against all these competitive teams, starting a map like that as slow as we did, it's going to be a tall task to get back into the map. You know, after losing this map the way we did, especially with the slow start, I feel like it was kind of an eye-opener that we need to be a little bit better at Hardpoint. That was it for the Toronto series. You know, that's the first series, so now we're down 0-1. Now we're heading into the LAT series. Alright guys, I'm not gonna lie. Well, Hardpoint was first, and they came out frying. We didn't really get much done. It was 77 to 250. We came out super flat. I feel like, personally, I think I had like I was double negative, triple negative. I don't know what I was, to be honest with you, but I was getting absolutely Kentucky Fried that first map. I honestly felt like I was in an absolute spawn trap, so it was kind of just a tough situation. And again, I think I said this with the Toronto series, but this is just another wake-up call that our hardpoint needs to be way, way better. I feel like you don't really get a 100-point clip. You don't really take losses like this unless you're honestly playing pretty wrong, so like I said, pretty big wake-up call. Alright guys, now we're down 0-1. Second map of the series ended up being Skyline S&D. We ended up losing this map 5-6. I think we were down 2-5 or 3-5, something like that, and we ended up bringing it all the way back to 5-5. But, you know, it wasn't enough. We ended up losing around 11, and now we're down 0-2. Honestly, I feel like the biggest thing with our S&Ds is really just that first blood conversion rate. I feel like right now we have a really good mindset in S&D, a really good idea. It's just a matter of doing something once we get that first blood and just making it worth it, you know? Alright, guys, now we're down 0-2, heading to a Vault Control. You know, last time we played this against Toronto, it wasn't the greatest, but, this was almost the start of something crazy. So we ended up winning this Vault Control 3-2. But that was not before we ended up going down 0-2. We ended up losing another defense, losing an offense that, you know, kind of did against Toronto. But we kind of woke up after that. We ended up winning the map 3-2, like I said. So we ended up winning another offense, defense, and we had gracefully got another defense after that. So we kind of just locked in and won that. So 1-2. I think the biggest takeaway from this first weekend from Vault Control is that we really need to stop losing these defenses. We started the ultimate reverse sweep with that control, and now we're heading to a rewind hardpoint. So we ended up winning this rewind hardpoint 250 to 244. I'm not gonna lie, this was an absolute grueler, an absolute nail biter of a map. It honestly could have went either way the whole time, and we just ended up coming out on top. I honestly feel like the biggest thing from this map that we were trolling on was our money hills. I feel like our P4s honestly weren't the greatest, and besides that, like I said, it was just a super, super close map. You can always count on MC2 to go absolutely demon mode when you need him to. I'm pretty sure he got a 3 or 4 piece right on the last P2 that was winning against the game, so, you know, shout out Cell. Alright guys, going to our first game 5, it ended up being a Vault S&D. Now, I think I said this for every other S&D, but this is honestly the greatest takeaway from the whole weekend is just, we need to do a way, way better job of making sure we're, you know, when we do get a first blood, we're just making sure we're winning that round. You know, a lot of the time, when you have numbers advantage, it should just be an automatic round win, so we need to be tightening up on those rounds. Even though we did start 0-2 to the split, I'm not extremely worried. No, I think we have a lot of good practice going on in scrims. I think we have a great look in scrims, and especially S&D, I think in general, with these losses, it was a great wake-up call for all of our modes. Just on specifically what we need to be better at. And, yeah, I'm excited for the rest of our matches. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like. If you're new here, make sure you sub to the channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.